Right guys, Assalamu alaikum. If I got fat and I needed to lose 20 kg, this is exactly what I do. Before I go into it, if you guys don't know me already, my name is Omar, the Muslim PT. I've helped clients in 13 plus different countries lose weight, build muscle, get into the best shape of their life. And recently we've just had a brother who's lost about 30 kg in 7 months, which actually motivated me to film this video for you guys. But without further ado, this is exactly what I would do to drop the 20 kg. So step one is actually realization. Now, you were probably expecting me to start talking about some specific diet or something like that. That's not the first thing I'm going to speak about. The first step to actually losing weight, and it's probably the biggest step, is realizing that you have a very big problem on your hand. Being fat is something that has been normalized so much nowadays, especially in the South Asian community and Muslim community. Like all the uncles in the masjid that you will see will be overweight, fat and out of shape. And your family, especially mothers in South Asian communities, will tell their children, yeah, better, it's okay to be fat, like you look healthy or this, that, whatever. And we've actually been normalized to being fat in the first place. It's not something abnormal anymore. If we look back into the time of the Sahaba, Umar radiallahu anhu, once he saw a man walking with a belly, and he asked the man, what is this that you've got? And the man said, it is a gift from Allah. And Umar radiallahu anhu, he said back to the man, rather it's a curse from Allah. If the Sahaba saw being fat and overweight as a curse, and we see it as something normal nowadays, what's that tell you about our expectations? So the first step to actually losing the weight is realizing that you have a problem and asking yourself why. I see with my most successful clients, the reason that a lot of them see results and some of them see, better results than others are because they got a strong reason. Because everyone knows how to lose weight. Everyone knows what they need to do. The problem that most people have is actually sticking to it. Now, when it comes to sticking to a diet or a training regime, the main thing that you have to do is you have to have a strong reason why. If you don't know why you're doing it in the first place, like if I walk into an average gym right now and I ask the average person in a Gym Nation or Pure Gym or whatever commercial gym you might go to, but ask anyone, why are you in the gym? Why are you training? They'll give you a generic reason like, yeah, I just want to feel a bit better. I want to be a little bit more healthy. But the people who get the best results, they know why they're doing it. They're probably really insecure with their bodies. Their wife hates how they look and it's affecting their intimacy and it's affecting their sex life as well. There might be someone who's struggling to get married and they know that they need to get in shape in order to find the highest quality, most attractive woman possible. There might be some people who are a little bit older, like some of our clients, in their 50s. They don't really care about any of that stuff. They just want to be able to play with their kids and have more energy for their kids to be better for their families. The point I'm trying to drive across is you must know why you're doing it before you actually do it. Because action without a reason or strong, compelling reason to force you to stick to that thing is going to mess you up if you don't have a strong reason. So that's the first thing.
Hey, Assalamu alaikum. Sorry to cut off the video, and I'll be honest with you, this is an ad, so you can go ahead and skip it if you like. But chances are, if you're watching this video, you've been struggling for the longest time to get into shape. You might see your friends, your family, and your colleagues getting into shape. Meanwhile, you're constantly stuck in the same place. And the problem is you don't have the knowledge. Everyone knows you need to work out and eat better to get into shape. The real problem is you're missing two things: structure and accountability. And that's exactly what we help at the Muslim PT. We obviously help with designing a training program and nutrition program and all of that good stuff. But the main thing that we provide you with is the support and the accountability to make you actually stick to it. And we've helped countless Muslims all across the globe to get into the best shape of their life so that they can finally feel good about themselves and not worry about how they look when they take their shirt off in front of their wives. And ultimately, to be a strong believer for the sake of Allah. And now I don't want to drag this video on for too long and I'll let you get back to the video. But if what I've just mentioned is something that interests you, go to the link in the description and fill out the application form. But just a heads up, we're really picky with who we work with and we have less than a 7% acceptance rate. But if you fill it out and we feel like you're a good fit for us, either myself or a member of my team will be in touch with you on WhatsApp or through your cell phone to schedule a one-to-one discovery call and go through your exact problems which are stopping you from getting into shape. On the call, if we feel like we can give you the help and support you need to get to your goals, we'll run you through how our different coaching options work. But with that said, back to the episode.
The second thing, now we're going to talk about the science behind it. So it's very simple. When it comes to losing weight, whether you like it or not, the only way to lose weight is by being in a calorie deficit. Okay, if you're not in a calorie deficit, you will not lose weight. So many people nowadays, and something I even talk about as well, people like to talk about hormones when it comes to weight loss. And true, hormones, insulin resistance, all of these things can play a big role in whether someone loses weight or not. But the law of thermodynamics do not change. If your calorie maintenance level is here and you eat here, you will maintain your weight. If you eat here, you will gain weight. If you eat here, you lose weight. If you eat here, you lose weight faster. And if you eat here, you lose weight even faster. So the main thing is actually, how is weight lost? It's caused through a calorie deficit. Now, with that said, when it comes to a calorie deficit, how do we get into a calorie deficit in the first time? What you guys can do is, I'm going to put a link in the description, a calorie calculator. You can find any calorie calculator online. And the way that you will use this calorie calculator, there's 3 options. The first option is the Mifflin-St. Jeor method. The second option is the Harris-Benedict option. And the third option is where you can actually use your body fat to estimate your calories, is the Katch-McArdle body fat calculator. So use the third option, use the one where you can put in your body fat. And the question is, how do we find out our body fat percentage? You don't need to go and get some DEXA scan. You don't need to, go to the doctor to do it. It's very simple. You can get a relatively accurate estimation. Take a picture of your physique from the front, a picture from the side, and a picture from the back. Upload it to ChatGPT and ask it to estimate your body fat percentage. Now, let's say, for example, I'm gonna do a demo with you guys right now. So let me just pull up my phone. We will record the screen. So let's use an example. So let's say there's a male person. Let's say he's 34 years old, because your age has a big effect on your metabolism. Let's say he's male, he's 177 centimeters, and his weight is 106 kg. He exercises 4 to 5 times a week, and he uploads his pictures on ChatGPT, and ChatGPT says your body fat percentage is about 27%, which is pretty fat, but this guy's going to get it down, inshallah. So when we press calculate, what we have here, okay, so we've just calculated the calories, and it says to maintain his weight, he must eat 2,900 calories. So let's round this up to 3,000 calories. Now, the question that we have to ask ourselves now is, how much should he eat to lose weight? Now, if we want to lose about half a kg per week, which is pretty decent, half a kg per week. If you wanted to lose 20 kg, it would take you about 40 weeks to do so. If you wanted to lose 0.5 kg per week, he would have to be in a deficit of 500 calories, okay? Which means that he would need to eat 2.5k calories every single day. If you wanted to lose weight a little bit faster, this is what we call an aggressive calorie deficit. If you wanted to lose 1 kg a week, which means he would achieve this goal in 20 weeks' time, he would need to eat in a 1,000 deficit, which means he would need to eat 2,000 calories. Okay, so you need to eat 2,000 calories every day. Now, that's the cool part, but the third part to actually losing the weight is adaptation. So every 2 to 4 weeks, what this person would need to do is, because let's say at this current moment in time, his maintenance level is 3,000 calories. But when he loses weight, his maintenance is going to become 2,700, and then it's going to become 2,600. So he needs to adjust the calorie deficit depending on how much his weight drops down. So with that said, every 2 to 4 weeks, you need to recalculate your calories in order to be accurate. Because, if this guy is 106 kg and compared to he's lost 15 kg, he's around the 90 kg mark, his calorie maintenance level is going to be very, very different. So if he eats the calories in accordance to his 106 kg version of himself, it's not going to be accurate, and he's going to hit a plateau, okay? Now, the fourth step to actually dropping the weight is actually in the word itself, steps, okay? Ideally, want to be doing some type of movement, because you can create a calorie deficit by just eating less food, which is fine, but you're going to be very hungry if that's the case. So you want to do something to burn those calories as well. So walking between 8 to 10,000 steps minimum every day is going to help boost your metabolism. It's going to boost your metabolic rate. It's going to help you burn a lot more calories. And let's be honest, who walks and goes on a walk or like a light jog or whatever it is and is absolutely exhausted after panting for breath? No one. That's the thing with steps and just walking. Walking is the best form of cardio because it doesn't exhaust you. It doesn't make you feel like you're going to die, like you've just hit a really intense workout, which means you can do more of it and it's actually sustainable at the end of the day. Sustainability is the most important thing when it comes to fat loss. And then the last thing is, when it comes to dropping the weight, is metabolic optimization. So guys, ignore my horrendous handwriting, but what metabolic optimization is actually building enough muscle mass to be able to increase your calorie maintenance level without even moving a finger. Because the more muscle mass you have, if you've got big biceps, big quads, all this muscle mass, let's say that's an extra 10 kg of muscle mass on your body, you'll be able to eat a few more 100 calories every day, literally by just doing nothing. So when it comes to this, like, you have to build muscle, okay? And when it comes to building muscle, the only way to do it is resistance training. So when it comes to resistance training, ideally you want to train 3 to 5 times per week, train really hard, go as hard as you can on all of your sets. Now this video is not necessarily to talk about how to build muscle and how to do resistance training. I've got a separate training on that. I'm going to link it down in the description down below and you can access that for completely free. But in a nutshell, in very simple terms, if I had to lose 20 kg of fat, and I had to start all over again, this is exactly where I start from. Step 1, realizing the problem you have. Step 2, understanding how fat loss is done in the first place. Third step is actually adapting your calories week by week. Fourth is like moving more, doing some type of cardio. And fifth is building muscle and improving your metabolism over the long scheme of things. That helped. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe down below, and inshallah I will catch you guys in the next video. With that said, peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.